Welcome everybody, I hope you guys are having an awesome day and welcome to today's flight. Today we're going to do a full flight in the beautiful Fenix A321, doing a full flight from Los Angeles where we are currently located right now, all the way over to Inibuilds, a brand new Dallas Fort Worth scenery. Let's check that out. And here comes the fuel check, so let's do a walk around before we go to the cockpit. So, you have to make sure your aircraft is safe. So, no damages to the radome, as you can see, pitot tubes are uncovered, the ground power is connected, and no covers are on. Both the nose wheels looking great, and I see no hydraulic leakers or anything else. Shocks are selected and lights look okay. And the good. Let's continue. So fuselage looking great, no damages. The slide, everything else is tucked away. The ram air is good, and the engine cowling looking great. Let's do an engine spin. And the turbine red spins freely. Cowling on this are looking great. Slats also good. And looks good on this side. Lights are not damaged. Winglet or a sharklet looking good. Static port is great. Nice on static port is static. Dischargers are looking great. Ailerons are great, and flaps themselves. No damage on that as I can see. And here we have the landing gear. So tires themselves looking a-okay. And hydraulic strut themselves looking good, and the landing gear lock pin is not inserted. We are good. And landing gear door is closed as it should be. And the fuselage itself looking good. The rudder looking good with the tail and the rudder looking good. The horizontal stabilizer and the elevators are looking good. EPU exhaust is also good, and same for the right side. Let's continue just under the aircraft. And the toilet drain valve is looking okay. Cabin pressurization valve is open, or pressure valve is open. Bulk cargo door is closed. Not be needed for this flight. And of course the fuselage itself looking good. And we'll come back to the other side. So tires on this side looking great. Brakes are looking good. Brake fan is not on. Strut is looking good, and landing gear door is closed. So flap on this side is looking great. Can see no damages on anything here. Light looking good, both of them, and of course the slats themselves looking good. Let's just walk past the fuel truck. Slats on this side, and here we have the engine cowling looking great. I see no damages to that. Let's just spin that, and it spins freely. And for this side, same way, same as other side, looking good. Fuel panel open for the fueling. Fuselage looking good, and I see the static port looking great. The avionics rear door is closed. And for the final, the nose itself looking good. So let's go into the captain's seat. Welcome to the aircraft. As you can see, we are currently have some power on the ground, so we get some lights in the cabin. So let's go into the cockpit. Close this door, and let's go into U. Alright, let's get the aircraft powered up. So, get the flashlight on. So, battery 1 and 2 on, and ground power connected. Alright, gear 1, 2, and 3 selected to the on position. Captain. Evacuation selected to captain, oxygen to crew, and emergency oxygen to crew selected to the on position. Fuel pumps, they're off until the fueling is complete. Electricity panel is selected to automatic mode for now, bit commercial, galley, and automatic set. For the packs, all of them are selected to the automatic position. APU bleed off, will stay off for now. Strobe light, logo light to automatic, anti-ice is off, probe heat, automatic mode. Seatbelt and smoking sign select on, emergency light select to the arm position.
Runway
Let's
awareness.
turn on but up the integrated lights.
Meters.
Alright, flight control computers are not having any fault. Cargo smoke test, let's do that. A little bit too early. Alright, let's give it a couple of seconds. In the meanwhile, we can turn on the integrated light. Right, cargo fire test is good. Right, let's do the fire test. Alright, all fire test is good. Ventilation is selected off, and engine modes are automatic. Wipers are off. And let's see, we can have the EFB over here. So let's go to the EFB. Let me just quickly make sure we have the flight plan. That we do. Chart. We also have that. So let's get the departure chart. And now departing from runway 25 right via the dots to departure. So U, we can just go to U and we have those selected, and there we go. Right to the FMGS, or MCDU as it's also called. Go to the AOC and let's get the flight plan and load sheet. So flight init, request. Alright, American 394, destination Dallas Fort Worth, 2 hours and 32 minutes in the air. Good for me. And we can now go to the 80s. We just take it. Not needed because NTC is not online. So, go to the FMGS, go to the init page, request the init data. Alright. Assign list to Dallas Fort Worth. American is going to fly American 394. Cost index will be 60 and crucial flight will be flight level 350, I believe. Yes, so 350. Temperature at top of climb will be, I'm guessing, negative 56 degrees. What's wrong? Negative 52 degrees Celsius. Should ever see that load sheet by now. Then we do this the old-fashioned way. Just gonna do the cycle and double check. Don't have ZipDLC installed. That explains that. So we can just go and do the. So pilot briefing. Fuel 10.8. That was wrong. Let's see, additional info. No. So, zero fuel weight 64.4. So, 64.4. Zero fuel center of gravity, I believe. We'll have to wait. I'm just going to. Alright, airframe, and let's see. ECDU. Yes. Alright, then I'm just going to have to leave it at, so 10.7. Let's see, pilot briefing, summary of fuel. So, taxi fuel of 0.4. Right, let me do what we can actually do, so let's do the flight init, data request. Alright, 0.4. Trip will be 0.7. Alright, continental fuel 0.6. Alternate fuel 1.6. Final fuel of 1.1. And minimum fuel destination will be, we have a 700 kilograms extra fuel. It's good enough for me for now. So let's go to the flight plan and let's get the departure. Departing runway 25 right. So 25 right by the dots to Sierra departure via the Charlie near the waypoint. Insert that. Go to the pre-flight page. Just quickly go get the departure. So departing out of runway full length, synchronize the weather and calculate. So 154 and 6262. So 154, 162, 162. Flaps 2 and up 0.7. So flaps 2, UP 0.7. And flex temp of 57 degrees Celsius. And 1600 feet is on the stress reduction, altitude and everything else is correct. Alright, you are not coming, so I'm just going to ignore you then. So let's go to you. Selected you to the flight plan page. And let's see. We can take the APU off for now. Let's just select the altimeter. So altimeter is currently at 3005. So climb going to be flight level 350. And no, it is not, so I'm just going to go straight up, and let me just quickly get the score code. So 1021. 1021. Selected transponder to automatic mode. Unicom is selected. I'm going to get the zeta frequency for Los Angeles. I have to adjust this view, but I will do that later. So 120950. Let's just select the list frequency 1, 2, and 3. Even though I don't believe VHF3 is simulated, I still like to have it done. Alright, average alignment in 1 minute, so let's do the departure briefing in the meanwhile. So, chart. Alright, departing runway 25 right. The dots to Sierra 2 departure, we are departing 25 right, we go straight up to initial climb 3000 feet and 5000 feet. We're going to fly by the Whaler waypoint, continue on to the south, and then continue on with the departure, and then we continue on to our waypoint, go to the dots, then down by the Wild, Sister Witch, Neri, and then continue on to Dallas Fort Worth. Going to be an immediate left hand turn after departure all the way, more or less. Boarding has not been requested. That is the departure itself in case of, and then anything happens. In case anything happens, we will climb heading 251 at 640 feet, and we'll climb direct to the Docker waypoint. Let's see, where are you? It is you. Straight as Docker, below 3, or if below 3000 feet because of an engine fire we can't climb, and I have to climb on then try track 220, cross Whaler below 5000 feet. Continue on to dots at above 15,000 feet, and then we will most likely be back to ourselves in for our landing. For the taxiing, I believe there is nothing much to talk about here, but we are going to taxi to runway 25 right, doing the full length, so Delta 1. And we're going to taxi straight back. We're going to taxi by Sierra 7, then out down to the Bravo taxiway and straight to the end. Nothing more has happened there. I don't believe there are any hotspots. There might be one by the Bradley terminal, but for us it's going to be straight down and then to the left. So not much to talk about there. We got the call that refueling is complete. So fuel pumps on, all tanks on. APU master selected to the on position. And start the APU. And I believe we don't have to wait. So boarding is now complete, so let's get the APU bleed on. Ground power can be disconnected. Let's get the aircraft ready for departure. So let's go to the ground service page. So let's see, disconnect the ground power unit.
Los Angeles traffic, Birmingham 124 Alpha, taking off 25 right on.
And alright, so 25.5 is our fuel center of gravity. So slash 25.5. And the rest looks good, so let's take it back to the performance page. Ground services, remove the shocks and cones. Let's take spot 2. Alright, parking brake off. Alright, we have to wait a little. We have to, let's see. So, parking brake selected to the off position. We are clear. And we are now moving, so let's start the clock. And selected the engine to ignition. And starting engine number 1. And of course beacon light on, always forget that. Alright, we have N2 rotation on the engine. little bit too faster, but that's okay. Alright, now be introducing fuel. Engine number 1 is available. Let's start up engine number 2. Why that happens, I do not know. A little bit too sensitive, that is to explain that. Parking brake set. Alright, engine N2 is at 25 roughly, so there we go, sit the fuel. Alright, pusher tugs are disconnecting. Alright, and we have startup. Engine number 2 is now available, so let's get the aircraft ready for departure. So, APU bleed, selected to the off position, engine mode, back to the normal position. And let's see. Engines are started, we can select the auto brake to maximum for departure. Alright, bypass bin has been reserved and ground equipment is clear, so flaps, selected 2 for departure. Going to go to the flight control page, so full left, voice track, neutral, full right, neutral, full up, neutral, and full down, neutral, and let's say go to the left, and neutral, to the right, neutral, flight control check, good and free. Select the nose light to taxi, APU can be selected to the off position, parking brake, selected to the off position, thrust. I will fix that issue very shortly. Alright, we are now moving. I believe I have my sensors a little bit too sensitive on the right side, so it keeps going into the reverser mode. Alright, cabin is ready for departure. Let's turn on the transponder since we are in the US. Roger that. Hate for that lag. Okay, constraints, arm that, so we have those on. And let's see, temperature is at 18 degrees Celsius, so quite warm. So we don't have to do any form of cold temperature corrections or the other way hot temperature correction. We see no traffic on the display or in the air, so we are good for takeoff. Right, let's take terrain radar on the first officer side, and we will take weather radar on our side. We have a German cargo 6777 straight over there, so might fly that in the future. Alright, slideshow is now over, so flaps 2. Spoilers are armed. And auto brake is selected. Runway 25 right coming up. To use the next intersection, but yeah, that's the full length. Alright, so charts page for you and a dots to departure page for you. Oh, come on. So, reduce the speed and take a turn to the right. So, entering runway, so wing light, strobe light, logo lights, turn off lights, landing light, select on. Flap set, speed brake set, take the weather radar on. Handle traffic, American 394 lining up and taking off runway 25 right. Trust.
On runway 25 right.
Alright. Engines stable. Flex thrust set. V1. Rotate. Hate that leggy departure. So positive rate of climb, gear up. Let's get the nose to 15 degrees. Alright, 1500 feet, nose down, autopilot on. Thrust selected to the climb position. Chrono can be stopped. Alright, 1 minute and 25 seconds. That's not terrible. Let's just review. Take the nose light and turn off light off. We have the beautiful Los Angeles city coming up. So, flaps 1. Flaps up. Handle traffic, American 394, clear of runway 25 right. So, flaps up. Increasing speed to 250 knots. Let's take the strobe light and log light to automatic and 1. (3,500 feet), and we are beginning the climb again. Alright, so 4,500 feet. I will continue to monitor the climb, so automatically are descending into Dallas Fort Worth. 4,800 feet, we're now closing in on Dallas Fort Worth, so we are going to get the aircraft. So we're now inbound runway 18 right. We have the arrival charts up here. We are now via the SIMP or Sierra Hotel Mike Papa 3 arrival, and we are currently between the MOV and Delmo waypoint. So let's just arm the heading to 355. So as soon as we get to Delmo, we're going to go heading mode, fly straight out, turn around, and then come in for landing. We're going to descend to 4,000 feet. Alright, flaps 1. Alright, flaps is moving, and we are good. And I have the landing page arm here, so QNH 3048, temperature negative 4 degrees Celsius. Because yes, I do use Celsius. And winds from 170 at 5 knots. Okay.
Altitude 21, safe parking. Delta 21, we can take 10 parking. Say again? You can choose the parking. We can take... you want to go over the bridge or no? West side or east side? East side, possible. Alright, altitude 21.
Airport straight ahead of us.
Taxi, yes.
So, heading.
Cross runway 187 right.
355.
We taxi to Echo Mike 0 and we cross the runway 17 right, Delta 2.
Right, let's hit 1300 feet per minute. It's a good speed for me. Speed 210 knots, we will keep that for now. Alright, we are now just cleared the arrival, so let's bring up the final chart. Alright, so we are now inbound 18 right. Let's go and make sure that the... So, ILS frequency 111.9. Correct course. It's going to be 176. And slope going to be 3, I believe. It's going to be 3 degrees. That's standard as well, so just do that. Alright, ILS frequency is the same, so we're just gonna keep it as is. So, and for VOR, we have the FAS VOR, which is U. So we're going to be passing over straight to our right side, sorry, left side. And we are now just past it. I forgot to do something. I forgot to do a landing calculations, but we have a long runway, so we can just shouldn't be a problem going straight in. So that's him. Landing runway U. So 7.8. Alright, going to do 7,000 feet. That is within limits for me.
Morning, Fiji 890 on the ILS, runway 18 right. Fiji, Andy, DFW, runway 18 right, confirmed. Runway 18 right,
I do not see... Yes. So, conditions are currently 5. So let's just put that in. Winds from 0. Has to be wrong.
Altitude
170.
Yeah, any gate,
0,
the ramp's uncontrolled, so
5.
you can turn right on Bravo and enter the ramp. Okay, we turn right on Bravo and the gate for
Yes.
CG 50 heavy.
So, winds from 170 at 5 knots. We're inbound runway. Going to use auto brake low. And of course flaps selected to full. Let's just change you a little bit just because Right, we have new winds from 180 and 05. Not much has changed. Means you will have more or less winds coming in straight away.
221, echo to your right, so if you enter the ramp to your right side, you'll find gate.
Yep, 58 Delta push 1.
And let's see, speed restrictions. I don't believe there are any. Radar fix.
And
No.
DGA 50, always lead into the run.
The ramp control to connect straight to the ramp. Okay.
So 3000 feet to break low is armed. 1100 feet. Believe we're a little bit too early still to turn in. So via the Legre you have to be at 3000 feet, so we are roughly 3000 feet too high. I remember I forgot to turn on the landing light and seatbelt sign.
Tower, very good morning. Spirit 313, turning ILS 17 center.
Alright, let's start the final turn in.
313, DFW tower, runway 17 center, clear to land.
Spirit land 17 center, Spirit winds 313.
Let's flash parallel a little bit with the runway. Parallel. Where was diagonal, I believe. Terrible. Terrible with math and how that works. Right, let's select heading. 110 should be good. Traffic. Alright, I don't see him. So, approach mode, armed. Alright, so 130.
Altimeter setting.
Yes, it is set correctly.
Altimeter setting.
Please be quiet. I am correct.
390, taxi to the parking via Whiskey Lima, current runway 18 left.
2,500.
Alright, speed 200 knots. Altitude 3000 feet has been reached. Localizer captured. Alright, we have the runway and airport in sight. And I believe we have some traffic going to be... there we have it, parallel to us. Going to land on runway. Guessing 17 center or something in that direction on the other side of the airport. It's rare to... not often you get to do that. Right. Dallas forward Tower American 397, 11 miles south, 18 right.
Are you American 397? 394.
American 394 here, yes.
American 394, DW tower, runway 18 right, clear to land.
Clear plan, 18 right, American 394. Alright, so we are now clear to land. Full lights on, seatbelt signs, everything else is on. Glide slope captured, 10 miles out, flaps 2. And now we're sending, so gear down. Speed 180 knots. Going to use flaps full for landing. Flaps 3. Alright, 6 miles. Let's reduce speed to 160 knots. And flaps full. So, speed brakes are armed, flaps selected to full position. Landing clearance has been received. Runway in sight, 1200 feet. And runway looks clear from here.
$1,000.
I have control. Just manually.
Approaching 18
Right, below 4
right.
miles, so speed to the final, to landing speed. Right, a little bit too low. Nose up.
500.
At 500 feet, I'm switching the view.
$100 above. Minimum.
Continue. Right, it's close to the ground, so
100.
we have control of the thrust. Thrust to 0. Nose up.
10. Retard. 5.
Brush is deployed. Reversers has been deployed. We're now below 80 knots. I have control of the brakes. Turning off the runway here. So, thrust, idle, reverse thrust can be stowed. Speed can be reduced. So, we're now at 30 knots of taxi speed, so no slide select off. No slide to taxi turn flights not needed. APU master selected to the on position. And welcome to Dallas. Take a left here and let's start the APU. So let's bring the aircraft to a slow.
American 394.
Approaching 18 left.
Say again for American 394.
Say parking.
Parking of any choice works for me, American 394.
Your parking where? Say again.
We're requesting taxi to Terminal B, if possible, American 394.
American 394 taxi. Let's see, taxi Golf 8, Golf, across, runway 18 left.
Taxi Golf, Golf 8, cross runway 18 left, American 394.
Space 13, taxi Mike, Echo Mike, Kilo, cross runway 17 right.
Mike, Echo Mike, Kilo, cross runway 17 right, that's Spirit Wind 316.
Alright, take APU bleed on, disarm the auto brakes. So flaps can come up, speed brakes disarm and down. Auto brake has been disarmed, but that is on purpose. Brakes just barely hot, so we can just keep them as is. Thrust idle. Golf and then Golf 8. So just going to start up GSX. So Terminal Bravo. I believe we can taxi to anyone over here. So Bravo 14 looks good to me. So Bravo 14. Do not request any follow me. So nose light off, strobe light off, logo light to you. APU is on, so we can keep you as is. Other than that, welcome to Dallas. We are now ready for taxi, and we're now taxiing in. Take you back to the menu page. Alright, let's see, we'll take the exit. Next exit, not this one. Forgot to turn off the weather radar. And let's just turn off you at the same time. Alright, here we go. We're going to taxi to Stern Bravo 14, which is going to be over here. Trust idle. Let's see, Bravo 16, then that is Bravo 14. Here we are. So nose light, select off.
Tower, good morning. Surrey 48 Whiskey, we're on a 50-mile final on the localizer runway 18 right.
Tower 48 Whiskey, DFW Tower, runway 18 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 18 right, Surrey 48 Whiskey.
Right, a little bit further. So, stop. Parking brake has been selected, APU is running, so engine 1 and 2. So, over the panel, fuel pumps. All select off, generators are all on APU power. Keep those as is. And let's see, put you to the engine page, and we have the N2. Waiting for you to get below 20%, but in the meantime, seatbelt signs off. Alright, below 20%, so beacon light select off. Deboarding requested. So transponder can be selected to the off position, aircraft, ground power connected, and that is good, I believe. 2 hours and 50 minutes from gate to gate, that's not terrible. welcome to Dallas Fort Worth. Hope you enjoyed this flight. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, check out my channel page for more awesome videos, and if you want to binge more from videos, don't forget to check out my playlist. I have one on the screen right now. Other than that, see you next video. Fly out, awesome day. Goodbye.